Yo, what is up, everybody? We got some draft champions today. As you guys see, my opponent took Rod Woodson in the legend round. Pretty interesting draft in his behalf. His top three players are offensive lineman, free safety, and a middle linebacker. So we'll see how that works out for him as he's going deep on the first play, going at us. A great pass from his quarterback, but we were able to break up the pass. So thankfully, now it's a third down and 10. This is the all tight end squad, and his quarterback just missed the mark. Joe Flacco, that's an incompletion. That's going to force a punt, and Eric Weems trying to make a play actually ends up losing yards in that return. So like I said, it's the all tight end squad. We have no receivers, but we have three tight ends, including Julius Thomas, who is playing receiver out here, Antonio Gates, and Martellus Bennett. We have Mark Sanchez at quarterback, and that was a very Mark Sanchez-like throw. We had Gates wide open. So next play, I go to the same exact route to Gates. He converts it. Now it's 4th and 4. We run hard up. He's sending a blitz. The pressure gets to Sanchez, but he somehow gets the pass off to Wilson, and that ends up moving the chains. Don't ask me how that pass was completed. I'll just take it, and we will move on to the next set of downs, all right? As we lob this pass up in the corner, definitely not a good read. We got away with that right there because that could have been intercepted. Instead, 3rd down and 10. The pressure's coming again, but Antonio Gates is open in the middle of the field. He was sending the blitz from somewhere. I just had to figure out where. It was where Antonio Gates was. As we roll out with Mark Sanchez, throwing it deep for Martellus Bennett, who has to step on his man. And look at the catch Bennett just made. That was so unnecessary. He didn't have to do that. Jonathan Stewart bowls over for a gain of 5 yards. 2nd down and goal. Time to look, but the pressure is coming all of a sudden. I try to hit Julius Thomas, but that was a tightly contested throw. As 3rd down and goal, we find Martellus Bennett opening the flats for a touchdown. But what the heck was up with that Bennett catch? It was like a most spectacular one-handed catch you'll see. That wasn't necessary because he had a step on his defender. I don't know, man. Madden 16, and Denoris seriously, what a beat to get that pick. If it's in the game, it's in the game, including that pick right there, as all of a sudden we got the ball right back. Tight man coverage, and this guy was playing a lot of tight man coverage in this game, and it was kind of frustrating because since I have so many tight ends, none of these tight ends can really get much separation. So, you know, you guys see here, I'm trying to find someone open. Thankfully, we find Julius Thomas open in the flats, and Julius Thomas actually gets a touchdown out of that play. And that's what I got to do. I got to dink and dunk. I got to find the open guy in the flats, that little 3-yard gain. I got to make those little gains to eventually make big gains with this team, because we're not going to hit the home run ball with Antonio Gates running deep unless I just lob it up and he catches that spec catch or whatever it may be, as my opponent is struggling right now. It's 3rd down and 10. He's tossing it up. His man has a step, but Chris Harris Jr. breaks up the pass on 4th and 10, down 14. He's going for it. He's throwing it deep, triple coverage, and it's swatted away by Glover Quinn, our elite free safety, as we find Jonathan Stewart out the backfield. And like I said, we got just dink and dunk, because not only do we not have the weapons, we don't have the quarterback to throw it deep, because look at that. Just missed Jonathan Stewart for a walk-in touchdown. 2nd down and goal, though. This is a beautiful pass from Sanchez. Nice touch, finding Martellus Bennett, and we're up 21-0 on this guy. This guy's on the verge of rage quitting if he gets like 3 and out or 4 and out it again, whatever it may be. At this point, he's just tossing up streaks, but he's able to take the top off the defense. Somehow Chris Harris Jr. just, missed his guy, and Joe Flacco gets his first completion of the game, and now Joe Flacco gets his 2nd completion of the game. Just like that, he's at the goal line with 23 seconds left, and he's able to find an open receiver in the corner of the end zone. That's a touchdown, and he does get ball coming out of half. I'm not too sure. Actually, no, I think we get ball. I don't know who gets ball coming out of half. I think it's actually us. So I was going to say, there's a little window of opportunity, but that might be going away as soon as halftime comes in. I'm trying to get more points. Screw halftime. I'm trying to score right now. Unfortunately, not much to be had with this screen pass. He had man coverage, so there was someone covering the running back. So 3rd down and 10. He's calling his timeouts here. We could just easily take it to half, which is kind of what I'm trying to do, but he's trying to force the issue. So I'm not going to force the issue. I'm just going to run the ball one time with Jay Stewie, and we'll go to the second half, where I do indeed get the ball coming out of halftime. Like I said, we just got to dink and dunk, find people open, but unfortunately the pressure comes only a 3-man pass rush, but he's able to get someone to come through. 2nd down and 10. This time, no one really coming through, so we're able to reroute Jonathan Stewart, but good lord, Mark Sanchez, what kind of throw was that? All he did was throw it was right in front of him. Yeah, he somehow threw it out of bounds. Like, that wasn't a throwaway. That was a throw to the running back. As you guys see, we were able to convert the 1st down to Gates, but that time a passing coverage to Julius Thomas is definitely not completed. completed as we had Jonathan Stewart out the backfield. Stewart trying to put on some moves. We're not running the ball too much. It's more of a dink and dunk kind of passing game, which I'm comfortable with. But here we take our shot for Antonio Gates. Didn't see much open, so I took Gates one-on-one, but unfortunately we were not able to get it. So now all of a sudden this guy gets the ball, and he has a little bit of momentum, at least with, just throwing it deep. And here he's actually able to find an open receiver here on a post route in the middle of the field. And Flacco, who started off like 0 for 6, is all of a sudden on fire. He's completed his last 5 passes now. So we got to find a way to cool down Joe Flacco. So I come out in some man coverage to try to shut him down, and he just tosses up in double coverage, and it looks like man coverage might be the answer to shut him down. Though we do switch it up back to zone, and the zone immediately gets burst. So I'm thinking, all right, probably have to, come out in man, third down, or we could just come out in zone, trick him up, and he goes to the corner, but he's able to make the catch over Desmond Trufant. I thought Trufant would be able to get that. Instead, now he's at the goal line. It's like, man, I drafted you to make plays, Desmond. That was the only time he got tested, and now all of a sudden here we are at the goal line. But we've been making some great goal line stands so far this year. Can we make another one? Start of the fourth quarter. Boom! CJ Anderson, take a seat. It's 4th down and goal. He needs to get a touchdown here, and he calls a timeout. He didn't like the look, and he comes out on a quarterback sneak. And I thought I lined up the hit with Glover Quinn, but instead Glover Quinn did the lean back. And now look at Eric Weems returning the kick. Eric Weems hitting the back juke, taking it all the way to the 45-yard line. We needed that return because we need badly to score points on this drive to stop the onslaught he's got going on right now. He's got all the momentum, but look at the pass from Mark Sanchez to Julius Thomas, who hits a juke and gets out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Like, I'm not too worried about killing clock right now. I want to make sure our offense gets first downs. That's the first thing. So I'm not really putting on true clock. Here, I have all the time to take off with Sanchez, and we actually get a first down on that rush. I don't know why I tried to reverse fields right here. I was kind of just trying to test it out. Like I said, these draft champion games you guys are seeing are still from like a week or 2 weeks ago. So they're still really old games as we find an open receiver in the flats, almost getting a first down. We're going to put on true clock and 3rd down and 2. This first down can end the game, and we toss it up deep for Gates, but Gates wasn't able to get it. I wanted to go to the flats, but he had the flats kind of covered, so I couldn't risk that. I just took my shot for Antonio Gates and try to see if his tall body could get the catch, but unfortunately Gates is not making those plays for us. But we do get the field goal, which does make it a 2-possession game. At this point, no matter what he does, he needs an onside kick to have a chance in this one. So I mean, as long as everything is completed in the middle of the field, that's fine with me. And he actually uses his first timeout. I think he realizes that too, that he needs an onside, so there's no use really holding on to your timeouts like that, as that pass is incomplete. 2nd down, I try to send pressure, but he's able to get an open man in the middle of the field. It's not Calvin, but it's like some Calvin lookalike out there. As 1st down and 10, we have 3 men deep, but one of them tries to play the crossing route, and that's going to leave a receiver open for a touchdown. It might be Jordan Matthews, and now it is onside to keep him in the game. If he doesn't get it, the game is over. The kick is up, and it's picked up by Wilson, and that is practically going to end it. We're just going to run the ball one more time, I don't know why I did it, but I did it anyways, just to chew off those extra seconds. Now we can end the game right here, but I want to try out one more lob pass to my tight end, Julius Thomas, one-on-one coverage, trying to run out the score a little bit, but, we couldn't get those one-on-one balls to go through, which kind of sucks because, we need our tight ends to do something, but it's all good because we built up such a lead in the first half that we were barely able to escape with the victory. So leave a like on this video if you enjoyed this game, subscribe for more Madden 16 draft champions and ultimate team and all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys next time.